Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I want to talk to you today about video game bosses, or more specifically about video game bosses that are, for lack of better words, fucking disgusting. Yes, the men, women, and whatever the hell that is over there that are on this list just aren't really content enough with being just bigger and stronger than regular grunts and have turned the dial on the whole, oh god, take a fucking shower mate, up to 11. So let's have a look at some of these today, shall we, my filthy children? Yes, we shall. With this in mind, I'm Jules, WhatCulture.com, and these are 8 disgustingly grotesque video game bosses.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, dong.
Number 8, Nemesis, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Now, bless him, Nemesis doesn't exactly look great at the best of times. I mean, that trench coat is so dated, and also the fact he looks like a scab on steroids, but as the game goes on, he only gets more gross. Like most Resident Evil bosses, he's got several forms, each more disgusting than the last, and while Resident Evil 7 might have had a spider vagina and Resident Evil 6 might have had the walking titty monster Lepotica, Nemesis beats them both because he won't stop f***ing getting all up in your face. Oh, also, look at this final form here, it's all viney and windy and gross, flush it down the toilet. Number 7, the Broodmother, Dragon Age Origins. Now, for a while, Dragon Age Origins seemed to be doing high fantasy right. It had kings, queens, wizards, everyone was just having a laugh, and then all of a sudden here comes the Broodmother and it turns it from Lord of the Rings into Lord of the f***ing Mingings. Yes, this gross, mammary-laden mama squirts out corrupted humans from her taint. Isn't that great? It's even more disgusting when you learn that these bloated hags were actually at one point just normal women who have been corrupted into these ungodly birthing machines. The miracle of childbirth, everyone! Ugh. Number 6, the Hive Mind, Dead Space. Dead Space is pretty chock full of disgusting things, so I could have put a lot of things really from this franchise on this list, but when it comes to the Hive Mind, that's a spicy, disgusting meatball. The main takeaway of this giant concoction of elongated limbs and disjointed body features is that you just want it to stop f***ing moving. While many games try to create similar creatures to the necromorphs in Dead Space, there is only one of these types of bastards. So yeah, I could have put loads of things from Dead Space on here, but that's truly disgusting. Number 5, the Nihilanth, Half-Life. Well, f*** me, this thing's got more brain than your mum gives me. There's my one per list. Yet somehow this weird giant space baby fetus thing has managed to become the high leader of the Zen in Half-Life. It's a career trajectory that not even I can emulate. What we do know for sure is that this thing looks absolutely foul. I think it's a case actually where the now dated graphics actually make it look even worse, and goes to prove that you don't need to be covered in slime and have all your bits just hanging off to look like an absolute rotter. Number 4, Abstract Daddy, Silent Hill 2. Now, a lot of lesser list channels will probably use their Silent Hill spot to put something like Asphyxia from Silent Hill Homecoming in here. But you know what? We're not part of this pond scum, buzz-feeding, low-life trash. We're better than that here. So I'm going to put the real horror show from Silent Hill 2, Abstract Daddy. He's a nasty dude. So, where to begin with this creature? Well, it's got more loose skin than a 90-year-old's testicle, it moves in ways weirder than Josh Brown dancing, and it's a symbolic representation of Angela's brother raping her on a bed. So yeah, pleasant times all round then. This abomination shuffles along moaning in a way that conveys an orgasmic pleasure and pain, and it's absolutely disgusting, and I could not wait to show this creep who the real daddy was. Number 3, the Great Mighty Pooh, Gonka's Bad Fur Day. I mean, I'm not having a go at the guy, he literally is a massive piece of shit. It's bloody disgusting. Number 2, Darlene, Dead Rising 3. To put it bluntly, Darlene makes me feel sick to look at. Capcom actually need to be commended in the fact that they've managed to create a character who is just so utterly foul. And it's not through anything that's like grotesquely obvious, it's the little details that make it so painful to look at. It's the missing teeth, the lazy eye, the grease stains on her chins, and just the right amount of detail of her flab that makes her truly an uncomfortable boss to fight. Now, Dead Rising 3 is all centered around the 7 deadly sins, and hers is most definitely gluttony. As she tries to ram you with her mobility scooter and throw plates at you, she vomits almost constantly, creating a battleground that by the end of it looks like a Jackson Pollock puke painting. Oh yeah, and when she dies, she falls over and chokes to death on her own vomit. Disgusting. And number 1, the Orphan of Kos, Bloodborne. Bloodborne is hands down a disgusting game. It's got more blood and gore than even my most lurid porn searches, and it's got enemies that even H.R. Geiger would say, that's a bit sexual. And somehow, out of all of this, the Orphan of Kos manages to stand at the top of this very fleshy and very weird looking pile. And it's for a few reasons. 1, it claws its way out of the body of a deceased one, so it'll likely be covered in all sorts of shit. 2, it looks like a withered and infected toenail. 3, it attacks you with its placenta. F off, mate! That being said, it's actually one of the best bosses in the game, so yeah, even though you look like shit, good on you, pal. Don't let anyone hold you back. I certainly haven't. And there we go, those were 8 of the most disgustingly grotesque video game bosses. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below, but before you go, I want to do another gross thing and plug some work that I've already been doing here on the channel. Why not check out this other video I've done on the gaming channel, which is 10 video games that kill you within the first 10 seconds, and if that ain't your bag, maybe go over to the wrestling channel and check out my weekly show, The 5 Most Insane Things Happening in Wrestling This Week. I have a giraffe every single week. If you don't know what that means, go check it out. Anyway, as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!